What's up, y'all? It's Kenny Cummins here, chilling with Kenny C. Joined with my last guest of this extended evening, if you will. I'm joined with two members, the Adrian Taylor Band. One of them, I didn't even know until maybe a week ago that he's a part of this band. I'm joined with Adrian and Brad of the Adrian Taylor Band right here, right now. How's it going?
Good, man. How about you?
Great, man. Thank you for having us.
Good, good. So, y'all got a show coming up
Yes,
this
sir.
Friday, tomorrow night at Stagger Inn at downtown Lexington. I think that's from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m.
10 to 2, yeah.
10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So y'all for Friday night to Saturday morning, literally. So before we get to that show, man, talk a little bit about the band, the Adrian Taylor Band. Talk about how that came to be.
Man, it's been kind of a long time coming. I moved out here from California, and I had a couple guys that I played with out there. And when I moved out here, I really started looking to find the guys that would really fit the style. I was introduced to Brad, actually, probably going on almost 4 years now.
October of 2018.
Yeah,
finishing up a music school. Yeah.
We got introduced at work, and we just started jamming together. And we've done so many covers, just piano and guitar, that we really built up this friendship. And we started looking at other players, and we got some really cool projects coming with the players. So it's been good.
That's awesome. I got to hear some of the songs that y'all released. The three songs, the previous one, the recent one was from last year, Changes. So I definitely dig that song.
Thank you.
Like the joint. Brad, I want to have a word with you, man, because a few months ago we did an interview, you and Saturn. So I got the hip hop side, and I do recall you talked about some variety of musical influences. So this you hit me with a surprise. Like last week, say, hey man, I want to be back on the show, but I gotta do something different. I got my friend Adrian in this band together. Got the show coming up and Stagger in. So I got familiar with Brad, the hip hop artist, the MC, spitting bars and all that, producing extraordinaire. Now I'm seeing Brad, the musician, playing instruments and whatnot, So you caught me by surprise with this one, man.
Hey, the MC wasn't me though. That was all Trap King.
Yeah.
I just played the piano line with Saturn.
Okay.
He was students and came in, and he was interested in kind of learning more on the piano and how harmonies and chords worked, chord progressions, melodies, how to write songs. And we just kind of started working together. He had an idea that wound up kind of coming out into a piano line that we just co-wrote. And then he wound up reaching out to Trap. While all this was going on, I got my hands in a lot of other pots. So I was working with AJ on a lot of the country music stuff that he was doing, and just kind of honing in duo work that we could do. And that's going to be our first duo shows tomorrow night at Stagger Inn. We haven't shared a stage together since December of 2019. Yeah. So it's going to be a good time. And country music is something that he really turned me on to. So it's been awesome getting to kind of explore that and develop a voice and a sound with him. So.
Okay. With that being said, that's kind of a segue to my next question, especially towards you, Adrian.
Okay.
So who do you consider some musical influence as far as the country feel? Who have inspired you?
Man, so growing up, my family was always super old school country. Like on this arm right here, I've got Elvis, and then on this one I got Johnny Cash. So obviously the old school influence is really there. My grandpa used to sing Conway Twitty all the time, so I loved it. And then Alabama was my first concert I went to. I must have been 5 or 6. I absolutely fell in love with the live performance and the music and everything. So, I mean, all the old school guys, but I think a lot of modern day guys that I've been listening to have really influenced the new sound that I've been working towards. There's a great couple dudes from Texas. We got Paul Cawthon and Cody Jinks. And then out here from Kentucky, we got Sturgill Simpson and Tyler Childers. So I've really drawn in that influence because I come from California. So California is very, when you talk about country music, I mean, we have the Bakerfield sound from, Merle Haggard and stuff, but a lot of it's more of that Nashville kind of feel. And I was drawn so much more to that Appalachia kind of feel, where you're storytelling and you're getting the people's emotions and stuff. So definitely those, the Tyler Childers and Sturgill Simpson and all those guys.
Gotcha. So, Brad, now the Tyler Childers thing. I now remember from the interview we did, you did mention his name. And we had a talk about that. So I like Tyler. I got a chance to
turn me
him.
on to Tyler, man.
Yeah, I got to see him at the Wilbur Festival. I said 2019. Man, he had one of the biggest crowds that whole festival.
So he's got
we saw him 2019.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. So I've gotten to see Tyler. He's definitely talented, genuine good dude. I know a lot of people in the country, bluegrass, Americana field here in Kentucky, as far as local indie artists, they rave about Tyler, Sturgill Simpson. I haven't seen Sturgill yet. Hopefully, I will in the future.
We got robbed. We had tickets to Tyler and Sturgill at the Yum Center here in Louisville. And
Santa Fury tour, man.
2 months before the concert, COVID hit, and they were like, "Yeah, we're canceling the show." And I went, "Son of a bitch, man!" Like, I was so
Awesome,
mad.
man.
Yeah, I mean that goes for everybody was feeling 2020 first 3 months, like you getting ready for that big concert or festivals. Like I had Wild 'N Out tickets. I had
That would have been cool.
I had all these stuff lined up going into the summer of that year, and then COVID came through. It's like, yeah, it sucked. But luckily, I was able to go to some of these the following year, the year after. But man, just that 2020 felt like a lifetime ago. It appears, man. Like,
it really does, man. It feels so long.
Yeah.
So much has changed since that, too. I mean, even like musically, artists are really evolving because they had so much time on their hands where they could really hone on their craft. So
yeah, they got that stay in the crib, kids, and the loved ones and whatnot. So that had to be interesting from an artist's perspective. Stagger in tomorrow night, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. and y'all will be performing as a duo tomorrow night. So obviously, some people have got to see y'all as a band, some got to see y'all as a duo. And I'm kind of glad that Brad mentioned that y'all's going to be a Stagger in, because I'm already in for a busy Friday night as it is. I'm going to see a fellow local artist that night. And luckily, it's more of an early show. So I'm just going to put it out there that you just might see me Stagger in tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Come on out, I'll buy you a drink.
I haven't been to Stagger in forever. Probably a good 4 or 5 years. It's a long time. So I might make a stop by there.
Okay.
So y'all gonna hear covers. Y'all gonna hear original music. Y'all may even hear new music from these guys. So they got let's see, 4 hours
Yeah.
of plenty of music beauty. I'll just put it that way. So check it out, downtown Lexington, uh, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Get your weekend started right. There's a lot of places you could be, and that's cool. But if you're downtown Lexington, and that's usually a busy around Friday night anyway, make a way to stack in. Go check out Brad and Adrian of the Adrian Taylor Band. Get the acoustic version. Get the acoustic version.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, like this, so obviously, how do you describe that atmosphere being a stagger in, getting to be there? That's one of the biggest venues downtown. How would you describe that atmosphere, especially on a Friday night, getting the weekend started?
Man, they have given me some of the most love out of any other bar that I've played around town. The crowd there is right there singing the songs with us. So they always make me feel right at home. Um, it's such a good feeling. I love coming back to playing this spot every single time. I've never been disappointed. So
Yeah, that has to be a good feeling.
yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, Brett. Go ahead.
This is my first time down there. I'm just happy to take the stage with him. So
Okay, first timer. Well, I'm pretty sure Adrian got you in the feels of stagger and what to expect. I know you've been to bars, you've been to venues, you've been to all sorts of places. Stagger in definitely hits different,
Oh,
especially on a Friday night. From my experience, been hearing live music there, it hits different.
oh yes.
So, especially with this warm weather, with this heat wave. Now we've been dealing with some rain recently, these last few days, at least here in Kentucky. Uh, so with the songs that y'all got, can we expect some new music from the band at some point this year?
Yes, we're getting into the studio as soon as we can, and we're working on an EP, a 5-song EP called Stages, and I'll go into that a little bit. And then we have another one called Cottonwood. Cottonwood was the name of the town where the first bar that let me play underage was at when I was back home. So my mom was so adamant about getting me up on stage, and thank God she was, because it's really been an incredible experience. But she went in there, and she played pool there all the time, and they had a house band, and she went up. She was like, "Hey, like, could my son open up for you guys one night?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And they were like, he's 16, so he can go to the bar and out the door, but we can make it work. And or to the stage and out the door, my bad, and not to the bar. I'm not drinking at 16. And then I got up there on stage, and the dude was like, showing me a setup, and he goes, "Yeah, there's a little auto tune, like auto corrector thing down there if you need it or whatever." And I was like, "No, man, I think we'll be all right." And I got done singing, and the house band was like, "Literally, anytime you want to open for us, please come back." He was like, "That was incredible for someone who's just starting out." And I really kind of took off with that one. But so there's Cottonwood and Stages. Stages, the one that's coming out first, is we're doing the 5 stages of grief from a relationship standpoint. So each song is going to take you through denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And when I was with my ex, I bought her like a bouquet of roses, and I put a fake one in the middle of it. And I told her I'd love her till the last one turned black. And when we broke up, obviously that was, we're moving on times. And I sat down and I wrote this song that's going to end the EP. And it's called Rose Petals. And the whole premise of the song is this guy, he goes out, he buys a bottle of whiskey, a pack of Lucky Strikes, and a bouquet of roses, and he just watches till the last rose petal falls off, and that's how he gets over her. So that's really, I wanted to put this out because I don't feel like too many people touch on that subject. And I think to do it in the progression that we're doing it, it'll feel real, and it could help a lot of people if they, really listen to it. But yeah, so that's really the main projects we're working on right now. So
If you're at the stage tomorrow, you're going to hear it live before it's recorded.
yes, we are doing all 5 of the EP songs live tomorrow night. And then they should be on iTunes and Spotify and whatever you listen to music on here soon.
So with that being said, this is a 4-hour show that y'all plan on doing tomorrow night. The song selection, that has to be interesting. Now, obviously, y'all gonna play all your original material. But as far as the covers, like how do y'all decide like what songs to be played, as far as the cover side of things?
That's a good question, man. It's kind of just whatever we felt right, I guess. That we've got a very similar style, but our styles are very different as well. So, there's, we can hear those Southern rock songs and really be like, yeah, that's the one we want to add into and start working on. Or we could hear something like even a John Mayer tune, and we can work on that one. Or we've been working on like a Pink Floyd tune. So we really just like all these different genres come together to work and to make the crowd, feeling us as much as we feel them. So.
Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to hearing the variety of covers y'all have in store. It is this Friday, tomorrow night, Stagger In, downtown Lexington, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So make your way there. If you ain't got no plans or you're looking for something else to go to on a busy Friday night / Saturday morning, make your way to Stagger In, downtown Lexington. You can check out the Adrian Taylor Band on your platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. They also on Instagram, Facebook, under the Adrian Taylor Band. And they on TikTok too. Yeah, they TikTok too. Seems like all the cool kids are doing it. And I'm the one left out. May need to cave into that. But I just
TikTok. I do music reviews on TikTok. And I do I've got 2 different ones. I'm very critical about my country music, and what Nashville has done to it, in my opinion, has not been a very good thing. So I've got the 2 segments. We've got Murder on Music Row, which are the songs I absolutely cannot stand coming out of Nashville right now. And then we do the other segment, which is the Few Saints of Nashville, that I kind of took from that new Sopranos movie. And that's just obviously all the ones that I feel like are actually doing some good in Nashville. So you want to check those out. We do skits, whatever, covers. So
definitely a lot of input, a lot of takes on that. So check them out, man. Adrian Taylor Band on all your social media sites, on the music platforms, and again, Stagger In tomorrow night. You want to be there. You want to enjoy some good music. You want to enjoy some good covers, original material. They got y'all covered. And I want to give a shout out to Adrian for being the first person that I know in my lifetime that has a Elvis tattoo and a Johnny Cash tattoo.
Man, Jake. Oh man. I got so many more. Originally, my plan was I wanted Johnny, Elvis, Willie, and Waylon across my calves, and we would do like the Mount Rushmore of country music legends. But I ended up putting them up there, and it worked out. So, but yeah.
Hey, so with that being said, man, speaking of Elvis, there was a movie that came out. What's your thoughts on it?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, I have not seen it yet.
Whacking.
But this comedian killed me about it because I guess the kid that's playing Elvis is like one of those like method actors.
Yeah.
And he was going in on him and he was like, so you're going to tell me this kid gained 40 pounds and tried to die shitting on the toilet? Like, no, I've actually been really excited to watch it. The other, what are they called? Like the biopics, yeah, of Hank Williams, the one that, what's his name? Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston played Hank Williams, and it was a movie called I See the Light. And it went under the radar, but I think it was one of the best music documentary movies type that I've seen in a minute. So
I haven't seen it. From a lot of people have told me the reviews are pretty good. And it's
long.
It's pretty long. And just man, so Brad and Adrian, thank you so much. First off, for your patience for doing this interview, because we were trying to do it one time, then it was a different time, then it got pushed back. I had some things I had to sort out. So I appreciate your due diligence and your patience. And thank you, fellas, for your time. Brad, good chatting with you again. Adrian, nice chatting with you for the first time. And looks like my plans have been updated for Friday night as a result. I'll see you all at Stagger Inn tomorrow night at some point. I'll be there probably the 11 midnight hour. I'll be there somehow. I'm trying to find a decent parking spot.
Awesome.
So that's all I can do.
So
great chatting with you both. Continue having fun and success with this band. Who knows? Brad might give me something else that I don't even know of. He gave me the hip hop side. He done gave me the country side. I'm curious to see what he got for me next. Whatever it is, man, bring it on.
Coming your way soon, man. Never know.
Yeah, so I'll be keeping an eye on Instagram messages. That's all I know.
Yes, sir.
But y'all have a good night.
You too, bud.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Sir. Take care.
All right, take it easy.
Later.
All right.